semifinal game, let's welcome the Oceana Indians. And let's welcome the Wolfpack from Williamson. Introducing Oceana's head coach, Larry Mathis. With Williamson head coach, David Hatfield. For Oceana, assistant coach, Jim Hopkins. For Williamson, assistant coach, Teddy Kinder. The support staff for Oceana, Charlie Blessard, Jason Mathis, Jakey Cook, Kevin Fields, Billy Fox, Rhonda Toller, and Amy Goodwin. For Williamson, Paul Bostic, Lee Ann Mullins, and Stephanie Corporales. The Lions Club host for Oceana is Jim Robinson. The Lions Club host for Williamson, Harold Gardner. Now introducing the squads. For Oceana, number 22 is John Cook. For Williamson, number 11 is Mike Brewster. For the Indians, number 12, T.J. Fleenor. For the Wolfpack, number 21, Wes Vinson. For the Indians, number 14 is Mark Luger. And for the Wolfpack, number 20 is James Ford. From Oceana, number 32, Chris Day. From Williamson, number 14, Johnny Milam. For the Indians, number 20, Darren Hawk. For the Wolfpack, number 10, Jimmy Witt. Oceana's number 30 is James Cook. Williamson's number 4 is Timmy Craven. For the Indians, number 40, Craig Cook. And for the Wolfpack, number 40, Woody Smith. Now the starting fives for Oceana. A 6-foot junior, number 10, Jeff Fox. For Williamson, 6'1", junior, number 22, Raymond Dotson. For the Indians, a 5'9", junior, number 24, C.W. Cook. For the Wolfpack, at 6 feet, a senior, number 44, David Copley. For the Indians, a 6'1", senior, number 34, Rick Stacy. For the Wolfpack, 6'6", senior, number 34, Jerome Obie. For the Indians, at 6'4", a senior, number 44, Larry Cook. For the Wolfpack, at 6'3", a junior, number 32, David Austin. Rounding out the starting five for Oceana, at 6'6", a senior, number 42, Todd Lush. And for Williamson, at 6'3", a sophomore, number 23, Anthony Struther. We ask you to stand now for the singing of our national anthem by Spencer High School students Emily Schinkel and Amber Pettit.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
play this morning. The tip-off is next after this message from Davis and Elkins College.
Coming into this ball game, the Oceana Indians, now with a record of 18-6, representing Regency. Oceana defeated Petersburg in the quarterfinals, 63-62. Williamson Wolfpack, representing Region 7, has a record of 20-5, having earned their way into the semifinal round by defeating Oca in the quarterfinals, 70-52.
This copyrighted broadcast is authorized under rights granted by the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission through the Metro News Radio Network, solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the description and account of this game without the written consent of the Metro News Radio Network is strictly prohibited. The announcers on this broadcast have been approved by the West Virginia SSAC and are employed by the Metro News Radio Network. And here we go, the semifinal action between Oceana and Williamson High Schools. And to bring the action to you, play-by-play-wise, Frank Gardenia.
Thank you, Jay. And for Oceana, it's Rick Stacy, Larry Cook, Todd Lusk, Jeff Fox, and C.W. Cook starting. For Williamson, Anthony Struther, David Austin, Jerome Obie, Raymond Dotson, and David Copley. Obie against Lusk, and Obie controls the tap to Dotson. So Williamson has the ball working to our left here in the first quarter. The officials today, Don Smith and Doug Spry. Copley and Dotson, the guards out front. They also use Struthers out front. He's a swing player. Dotson, right side of the lane, giving it to Austin in the right corner. Austin will not shoot much. Out to Dotson to Copley, left of the lane. Oceana starting defensively in the zone. They give it inside to Austin. Short jumper right side. Misses. Rebound Larry Cook of Oceana.
Williamson attacking a 3-2 zone that Oceana threw at them to open the game.
Larry Cook down to Fox to C.W. Cook on the right side as the Indians go to work against the Williamson zone. Fox at the point, giving to C.W. Cook on the right wing. To Lusk in the corner. The Wolfpack want to try and keep the ball out of the hands of Lusk, especially inside. He misses a shot from the wing. Rebound off to Williamson. Obie pulls it down and gives to Struther to Dotson. Dotson down the lane to Copley. Short jumper in the lane is no good. Offensive foul on Copley.
Right away, you know, in that other ball game that we had the other day, Frank, number 22, Dotson, started the game rolling for Williamson. They like to get the ball to him right away. Now Williamson, after that charge, will open up, and they're pressing the 2-2-1 trap.
Lusk to inbound for Oceana to C.W. Cook, back to Todd Lusk. Lusk at 6'6" was a one-man show for the Indians on Thursday in their win over Petersburg, and head coach Larry Mathis says we have to get the other players more involved today. Lusk giving it to Stacy on the right side, to Fox driving the baseline, trying to feed across the lane to Larry Cook, and Anthony Struther comes over and knocks the ball out of bounds.
2-2-1 trap, Frank, that Williamson uses is a good type of defense. It only has one trap in it at midcourt, but you got a great man like Opie can back you up down underneath the hoop.
Stacy to Lusk, long shot misses left corner, rebound Williamson. Austin to Struther. Struther wheeling and dealing across the timeline, passing to Copley on the left wing, to Dotson to Austin right corner, inside Obie. Obie double teamed and fouled. Obie at 6'6" was not really much of a factor in the Wolfpack win against Polka on Thursday morning.
Well, and against that 3-2 zone that Oceana is throwing up, the weakness of that zone is right in the middle, and they're trying to attack there. And Opie could really do himself some good in his ball club, some good if he can hit the shots in there.
Dotson out front almost had the ball stolen by Stacy. Stacy did knock it out of bounds into the press table across the way, and Williamson will inbound at midcourt.
Both clubs very tight here in the beginning, turning the basketball over.
We have no score in the first period, 6:25 to play. Dotson to Austin, right corner. Long shot by Austin is no good. Rebound Fox. Fox to C.W. Cook. Cook across midcourt, passing to Larry Cook in the right corner. Back out to C.W. Cook on the wing, top of the key to Fox. Left wing to Stacy. This is the third time these teams have played this year. Now Struther kicks the ball away from Stacy, and it will go back to the Indians.
Williamson in a 2-3 zone, Frank. They have to be conscious of where Lusk is all the time. They're talking to each other real well in that defense, trying to pick him up.
C.W. Cook with it for the Indians on the right side. They pound it down low to Larry Cook. He's 270-pounder and forces up the shot, and it's good.
Nice pass. Went right to the weakness of the 2-3 zone in the middle, found Cook. And as you mentioned before, he could post up well in there.
6'4", 270-pounder, all-state football player. Williamson with the ball. Copley to Struther, left corner out to Copley. Right side to Dodson. Into Austin in the corner out to Copley. Copley to Struther on the left baseline. 18-footer up and good. Boy, what a smooth stroke by Anthony Struther, the young sophomore, and he ties the game at 2 apiece. Oceana with the ball against the press. Lust to Cook. Cook across the timeline. Double team. Copley knocks it away. Dodson steals it. 3-on-2. Dodson to Struther. Layup right side. Good.
Well, this will pick them up. They really get a lot of movement when they get going out of that trap. They make a lot of things happen, Williamson High School.
Oceana does not want to run with the Wolfpack here today, I don't think. 4-2. Williamson leading. Oceana breaks the press. Down low to Cook. Larry Cook driving, and he's fouled by Austin.
Good movement, ball movement that time by Oceana. The last 2 times against Williamson's 2-2-1 trap, there's been a good double team at half court, and they have not been able to penetrate it. That time, they moved it weak side, down the other side, got it in close, and drew the foul.
Larry Cook at the foul line, 7 points and 6 rebounds against Petersburg on Thursday, and his first shot misses.
He'll be heading to Morgantown and play for Don Nealon. He looks like a real personable kid out here before the ball game, kidding around, and it just seemed to be very loose, Frank.
His second shot is up and good. 4-3. Williamson leading by 1. Williamson with the ball. Dodson to Austin to Dodson. Long shot right wing. Short. Rebound battled for. Fox comes out of there with it, and he walked. He was battling Austin for the basketball, and Fox was able to come away with it, but his momentum did force him to travel.
I would think that Williamson High School would want to settle down a little bit. The last 2 or 3 shots have been taken, perimeter shots, and against that 3-2, you can't get the ball inside. Williamson has the people that can score inside. They need to go in there a little bit deeper.
And if they go inside, they could possibly get Todd Lust of Oceana in some foul trouble. Struther missing out of the corner, and the rebound is off to Austin, but he fouled and going over the back of Stacy. So David Austin of Williamson picks up his second foul. And Woody Smith, a 6'8" senior, is going to come on and give Austin a break.
Well, they've got size in there now, Frank.
Lusk inbounding to Cook. Oceana down by 1, looking at his own press. Lusk in the backcourt to Fox. Fox across the timeline to C.W. Cook. He's on the right side, shooting a short 10-footer. No good. Rebound Stacy. He follows it up and in.
Stacy getting the inside of Opie, who just didn't work real hard. He's the back man in that press. He's got to control the basketball off the boards. He didn't do it that time.
5-4. Oceana by 1. Smith shooting right corner. He misses. Struther rebounds and lays it in. Again, the Wolfpack shot selection not the best, however. 6-5. Williamson by 1. Struther has all 6 of the Wolfpack points. Oceana beats the press. They get it down to Larry Cook. Jumper right corner, good.
Well, I'll tell you, Cook is fired up.
Cook hitting from about 15 feet away on the right baseline, and the Indians take the lead. A timeout with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Oceana 7, Williamson 6. We'll be back after this word from West Virginia State.
To the announcers table, paging Linda Luger. Linda Luger, please come to the announcers table.
Going, Frank Gardenia and Jay Jacobs with you at the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum. And Jay, early, it appears that defensively, Oceana is giving Williamson more problems than the Wolfpack are giving the Indians.
Well, good point, Frank. I think Williamson's not taking advantage of what they have material-wise. They're 3 for 7 from the field. All those have been perimeter deep shots. 42% Oceana, 3 for 7 also at 42%.
The Indians have done a good job against what can be a good Williamson press. Williamson hasn't gotten it inside against the Oceana zone. Now here's a steal out front by C.W. Cook of Oceana. Williamson had the ball. Cook stole it. And the Indians go to work again. Stacy on the left wing to Cook at the foul line. Over to C.W. Cook on the right side. Pump fake, didn't shoot, gives it to Jeff Fox. Top of the circle jumper is good.
Well, a great screen outside by big Larry Cook. He posted up on the high post and just gave a nice screen there for Cook to hit that jumper.
Oceana playing with a lot of confidence right now. They've already seen this Williamson team twice. They looked a bit tight against Petersburg on Thursday. Williamson going inside to Jerome Obie. Jumper is up and no good. Rebound Lusk. Lusk to Stacy. And Oceana with a 3-point lead has the ball with 3:09 to play, first quarter.
Two big guns. Lusk for Oceana, Struther for Williamson. Neither one have been in the flow of the game early.
Williamson trying to guard against Lusk. Lusk gets the ball inside, and Struther reaches in and fouls him. That's the first on Anthony Struther.
Well, that last jump shot by Jeff Fox outside for Oceana was a beautiful arcing shot.
Oceana thus far wanting to get some production out of players other than Lusk, and thus far Lusk hasn't scored. So they've done just that, and if they can do that, it could open things up for Lusk inside. Here's Larry Cook driving the left baseline, dumps it back in the lane for Fox. A bad pass, but it's picked up by C.W. Cook. In the middle to Lusk. He tries to feed it down low to Larry Cook, and it was knocked out of bounds by Williamson.
Once Lusk gets up in the middle, they're very conscious, Williamson defense, of where he is, and he can help his club by passing the ball and getting it to the open man.
Stacy to Lusk, right corner out to C.W. Cook to Fox, top of the key. Left wing Stacy, foul line Lusk. Lusk driving, and a 3-second call.
Well, you don't want to force things. That's exactly what he did. Take advantage. If there's 3 men around him, there's 4 men that are being guarded by 2. You got to find that open man.
Williamson with the ball, trailing by 3. Dotson brings it across midcourt for the Wolfpack to Smith in the right corner. Smith cross court to Copley, left of the foul line. Copley back out to Dotson. Dotson dribbling deep on the right wing, gives it to Smith in the corner. Smith to Copley at the foul line again, dribbling down the lane. Copley driving, missed a shot. Rebound Smith, he follows it in. Big Woody Smith at 6'8". Taps it in, it's 9-8. Williamson down by 1, Oceana with the ball. C.W. Cook across midcourt, driving all the way inside. Goes underneath and misses the shot. Rebound Copley. Copley dribbling through traffic, stolen by Fox. He drives in and misses the shot, and he's fouled by Smith. A blocking foul on Woody Smith trying to draw the charge, and that will be his first, and this will put Oceana in the 1-1.
Well, I don't know if Oceana wants to get in a running game with Williamson High School. I don't think they have the ball handling. They have some quickness, but they don't have that overall open court ball handling that they need to run for 32 minutes against a club like Williamson. Now, although in the early going, Fox has played very well with some steals.
Fox's free throw is good. He makes it 10-8, Oceana by 2. Fox averages 9 points a game. He only had 6 against Petersburg. His second shot is good. He hits them both. It is 11-8. Oceana leading Williamson by 3. 1:49 to play, first quarter. Copley across midcourt to Dotson, over to Copley. To Dotson to Smith, right baseline. 18-footer is good.
Well, you know, Smith came into the ball game and popped the jumper. It came up short, but he goes right back to it. He hasn't lost his confidence. He knows he can shoot that ball along the baseline.
11-10. Williamson down by 1. Oceana with the ball. Lost to C.W. Cook across midcourt. These two teams have been old rivals for some time in basketball. Both were powerhouses in the 60s. Both were somewhat quiet in the 70s, and they're back here in the 80s. Oceana has its pass knocked out of bounds by Williamson, and they'll inbound it now.
Frank, you can tell that both these clubs know each other and their personnel so well. They're almost calling each other by name.
Fox's shot out front is way off. Rebound Larry Cook. Cook against Obie. Passes to Lusk. Nice pass. And Lusk lays it in.
Well, I'll tell you, Oceana believes, and that's what you have to do. Remember the coach talking about the fact to you earlier that the first quarter, they feel they can get over that hump. They got a ball game.
13-10, Oceana leading. Struther shooting in the lane for Williamson. Good. Nice touch by Anthony Struther. He has 8 early points. 13-12, Oceana by 1. 50 seconds remaining in the quarter.
And that jumper was sort of on the inside, taking advantage of the weakness in that defense.
Fox to Cook. Cook driving the right side for Oceana. Stops, shoots, he hits. Oh, nice move by Larry Cook. He has 7 points, and it's 15-12.
Very mobile is Larry Cook.
Oceana leading by 3. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Copley to Dotson to Smith in the right corner for Williamson. Out to Dotson. Dotson to Smith. Back to Dotson, right wing. He'll shoot the jumper. He hits it. 15-14. 19 seconds left in the half. Inbound to Fox, knocked out of bounds Copley, and Copley fouls him.
Well, Copley had 21 points in the opening ball game of this tournament, getting a lot of them on their transition. He hasn't been into this game early. If he picks up with that good left-handed moves that he has, he'll be a big factor for Williamson.
Copley averages over 17 points a game. He hasn't scored here today. 15-14, Oceana leading Williamson by 1. Fox at the foul line now for the Indians. He's 2 for 2. Shot is up and good.
Fox has played a real good first quarter. He's handled the ball well. He's made some key steals for them. He did some foul shots.
16-14, the Indians by 2. Second shot for Fox is up and also good. 17-14. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Strother brings it down for the Wolfpack. Dribbling to the left side, giving it to Copley, to Dotson. Right corner, Smith. Long shot, Woody Smith is good. 17-16, 4 seconds left. Lusk has it. 2 seconds. Lusk at midcourt lets it fly. It's no good. Off the right side of the glass. And their score after 1 period is Oceana 17, Williamson 16. Via satellite, this is the Metro News Radio Network. Two rivals meet in the state tournament, it's usually an interesting matchup. That's certainly the case here as Williamson and Oceana are playing. It happens again tonight in AAA when St. Albans and Stonewall play. It just kind of adds to the spice of the tournament when you play against one of your rival schools that you've seen a couple of times in the course of the year. Oceana with the ball. They lead Williamson 17-16 as we start the second quarter now. The Indians have it. Fox to Lusk, out to Jeff Fox, top of the key. Right side, C.W. Cook. In the lane, Larry Cook. Shot over Obi is good.
Very patient. They posted Cook, Big Larry, right in the middle of that defense. They're rotating the ball around the perimeter, then looking for him, and he's finding him, and he's hitting the shot.
19-16 Oceana. Copley with it for Williamson. Over to Dotson in the right wing. Larry Cook off to a deadly start. He's got 9 points. Williamson to Woody Smith, and Smith hits from the right baseline. That's the third jumper that Smith has nailed, or rather the fourth basket he's got. The third one he's nailed from along the right baseline.
Well, he gives him a dimension because he's got great size, help him on the boards, plus he's a better shooter than what the starter Austin was, and that's why he's in there.
19-18, Williamson down by 1, Oceana with the ball. Fox to C.W. Cook. Cook on the right wing out to Fox. Fox going to C.W. Cook again on the right side. Over to Lusk now against the zone, driving the left wing, shooting off the glass, missing, rebound Obi. Obi is stripped by Stacy in the backcourt.
Right now, Lusk has not been, Todd Lusk, the leading scorer, has not been into the basketball game. I don't know if he feels that pressure, Frank, sometimes you do, feeling you have to carry things. He had 33 numbers in the last ball game. Right now, his shot selection has not been good.
He's tried to force a few, I think.
He doesn't have to because he can do some other things to help this club. I'm sure he'll get into it here in a minute.
Dotson with it for Williamson to Copley, top of the key. Inside Struthers, left baseline. Turnaround jumper short. Obi misses the tap, and the rebound is off to Lusk, and then Struther diving made the steal. Gives it to Obi. Obi shooting and missing left side. Smith follows it in.
Well, I'll tell you, Woody Smith has come to play, and it's a good thing because right now Obi is just not into the game real good.
20-19, Williamson by 1. Here comes Oceana with the ball. Stacy to Fox, shooting right corner. He misses. Rebound, Obi. Obi had it knocked away from behind and stolen by Stacy. And then Stacy carried the ball. So Williamson gets it back with a 1-point lead. 6:11 to play, second quarter.
Frank, you could look as we sit here at midcourt. Both these clubs have confidence on their face. They both feel they can win the ball game. That's the way it should be.
Dotson, long shot, right side, misses. Rebound, Smith, and Smith lays it in. Smith has 12 points off the bench, and Oceana wants a timeout. Our score is Williamson 22, Oceana 19. Let's pause for this message from West Virginia Tech.
Springer of Paden City, paging Gregory Springer of Paden City. Please come to the announcer's table. Attending the tournament, we want to thank you for thinking of Shoney's and our all-you-can-eat, bigger and better soup and salad bar. That's in Shoney's.
Smith off the bench has given the Williamson Wolfpack a big lift here in the first half of today's game between Williamson and Oceana. The Wolfpack leading 22-19. Smith has 12 points for Williamson. Strother has 8, so they have 20 of their 22 points.
He's coming out of that forward position, of course, Dotson, and if they get Copley into it, that Smith kid impresses me. Nice jump shot out of the corner, handles the ball pretty well, makes the right plays.
Oceana down by 3 with the ball. Fox will dribble in the backcourt against Copley, working his way toward the timeline. Double team, picks up his dribble, passes across midcourt to Lusk. Oceana's really done a nice job against Williamson's press.
Thought that was a good timeout, Frank, by Oceana coach. He just knew exactly that they were in trouble. He had to get things right back in order.
They go to Lusk inside, misses the jump hook, rebound Obi. Obi on the break to Copley. Copley down to the lane, dribbling into the paint, stops, shoots, and misses, rolling off the left side of the rim. Rebound off to C.W. Cook. Oceana won a state championship in 1965 in AA. Williamson lost a championship that year in AAA.
Coach Larry Mathis from Oceana calling a play out, probably looking inside for Lusk, but they can find him.
Cook, long shot, good, right side. C.W. Cook hitting this time for Oceana, his first basket. 22-21, Williamson by 1. 5 minutes remaining, first half. Copley to Dotson to Smith, right corner. Smith out to Dotson to Copley, top of the key. Over to Strother on the left wing. Strother dribbles toward Larry Cook, pulls up, shoots over him, and misses, and a foul on Obi of Williamson.
One of the things that Larry Mathis, the Oceana coach, probably corrected was do a better job in protecting and blocking out when you're in that zone defense. And that time they did a good job, and they caught Opie coming down the middle and over the back.
That's the first foul on 6'6" senior Jerome Obi. He averages almost 11 points and 10 rebounds a game, but he has not scored here today and did not have a very productive game against Polka. Didn't play much because of some foul trouble. Lusk at the foul line. His shot is up and good.
And it's usually good when he's at the foul line.
He hit the free throw with 4 seconds left to give Oceana the win over Petersburg on Thursday. 63-62, a great comeback for the Indians. His second shot misses. Rebound off the Copley. Well, Lusk said he usually misses 1 a game. There's his one.
Well, that's it.
He may not miss again. Copley to Dotson to Smith, right corner. Smith out to Copley at the foul line. He'll uncork one, no good. Rebound Obi. Obi follows it up in traffic. Short, misses, and a foul on Obi.
Well, that time Obi got down, got good rebounding position, but didn't use the banking board when he went back up. And when the ball came off, he was falling away. He has a habit of falling away with a shot. And he leaned back in, and he fouled, Frank.
4:30 to play, second quarter. 22-22 the score, and again, Lusk will be at the foul line. Lusk is the type of player who gets fouled a great deal and will shoot a lot of free throws.
Well, he's a slim kid, doesn't have a lot, but he'll fool you, because I think although he has that build, he also is pretty strong in there, and I think he jumps pretty good for his size.
He was 13 of 14 from the foul line on Thursday. First shot is good, second shot is good. Oceana 24. Williamson 22 with 4:28 to play in the first half. Williamson with the ball. Dotson to Smith in the right corner. Smith driving, stops, shoots, and misses. Rebound Fox. Oceana has the ball, leading by 2. 4:14 to play, second quarter. Fox across midcourt to C.W. Cook on the right wing. Cook out to Fox, over to Stacy on the left wing. Dribbling toward the corner, lost the handle on it. Picks it up, throws it down low to Lusk, off his hands. Tried to save it in off the body of Smith, but it's picked up by Struther. Struther falls down, keeps his dribble alive. Looked like Curly Neal on that play.
He did.
Gives it to Raymond Dotson, and Dotson is fouled.
Well, he did. He just was spinning on the floor there, and he had control of the basketball all the time.
You've seen the Globetrotters and Curly Neal, Marcus Haynes with their dribbling act on the floor, and Anthony Struther did it for real that time.
That's the second good play where Struther's been able to keep control of the basketball. Nice-looking sophomore.
Inbound pass to Obi. Obi lays it up for Williamson and in. That's his first basket, and it's a tie game at 24 all. Oceana with the ball, 3:45 to play, second quarter. Fox with it for the Indians in the backcourt to Lusk. They're still not across the timeline. Now they are to C.W. Cook. Cook to Fox. They try to break the tie here. They give it to C.W. Cook on the right wing, out to Fox. Left wing to Stacy. To Fox at the head of the circle. Over to Stacy. Foul line, Lusk. Obi blocks his shot and fouls him. Obi blocked the shot, but he also picks up his third foul.
Well, he came out a little bit too quick. A good pass inside to Lusk. Now they're trying to get him more into the offense, being their leading scorer. But he's moving and doing a better job himself of finding the seams in the zone. That time they found him at the top of the key. Did that turnaround. Obi got there a little bit too late.
Obi leaves the game, and Austin in to replace him. Lusk hits the free throw.
Well, I think that move allows Smith to go back outside. I believe Woody Smith probably will move into Opie's position inside.
Second shot is good by Lusk. 26-24, Oceana leading. 3:23 to play, first half. Dotson brings it across midcourt for Williamson. The Williamson guards are not playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Well, that's a pretty good job being done by the front of that zone outside. I'm very impressed with Fox, especially when the ball's on the weak side. He does a good job of blocking out. Dotson
tried to pass inside to Austin, and Oceana knocks it away. Craig Cook is in now for Oceana. Shot by C.W. Cook misses. Rebound Lusk, and a foul on Todd Lusk of Oceana. That will be his second.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is the Metro News Radio Network.
For his second foul, team foul number 4. Baseline, Woody Smith.
Back to action at the Civic Center, and Woody Smith hits another jumper out of the corner for Williamson on the right baseline. It's a tie game at 26 all. Williamson pressing. Oceana barely gets it across the 10-second line. Down to C.W. Cook. Over to Larry Cook, driving the left side of the lane. He shoots, scores, and we have a foul. But it's an offensive foul on Cook. And I tell you, Struther and Smith should get a Purple Heart for standing in against Larry Cook.
Well, I'll tell you, Cook had made up his mind. He was taking the ball to the hoop. He made a nice crossover move, plowed right in there, got the ball up high off the board, and you're right, Frank, they stood their ground.
He wiped them both out. He gets his first foul. The basket will not count. Charging foul on Larry Cook. Here come the Wolfpack. 2:31 to play. First half. Williamson and Oceana tied. To Woody Smith, right baseline, after Dotson on the wing. Dotson back to Smith. 18-footer again. This time it's no good. Struther taps it in.
Well, I'll tell you, Fox's job is to block out on that weak side when the ball's in the corner. He gives such size up. Struthers is very quick and a good offensive rebounder, weak side.
28-26, Williamson by 2. Struther has 10. Oceana with the ball. Craig Cook shooting left corner. No good. Rebound Larry Cook. Larry Cook missed the layup inside, and the ball goes off the hands of Williamson out of bounds to Oceana.
Well, I'll tell you, Larry Cook is really mobile for 230 pounds. He gets good position.
270.
I'm sorry, 270. He gets up high, and but really positions well in there.
Lusk driving for the Indians. He scores, but charges over Austin, and that will be his third foul. The basket will not count. Lusk picks up foul number 3. He will have to sit down with 7 points.
Larry Mathis very upset with that. That's a big blow to them. Although he's only has 7 points, he's done some other things. He just started to get himself into the flow of the game.
Williamson with the ball. Dotson to Smith. The Dotson right wing. Long shot is up. No good. Rebound is loose and picked up by Oceana Stacy. Stolen Struther, and Struther lays it in. Marvelous play by Struther. He stole the ball and then was underneath the basket and righted himself and laid it in.
Boy, Larry Mathis' coach is upset. West Virginia's 73rd state basketball tournament continues with this Metro News golden moment.
The year was 1945, the site the West Virginia Fieldhouse. One of the biggest upsets in state tournament history. The Normantown Vikings from Gilmer County would beat the odds to become the state champions, despite being the smallest school in the entire state.
Just 20 seconds left in the game here at the WVU Fieldhouse. Normantown's Earl Gaynor with the ball, dribbling outside. Normantown is up by a point over Logan. Now 15 seconds to go. Gaynor continues to dribble, handles the ball beautifully. 10 seconds, and the Normantown dream will become reality. The smallest school in our state is about to win the championship game over undefeated Logan. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's all over. Normantown has done it. The team from a town of less than 100 people is the best basketball team in the Mountain State.
The West Virginia State Tournament in 1986. The tradition continues.
30-26 is our score. Williamson leading Oceana after the basket by Anthony Strother. Strother and Smith, a sophomore and a senior, have scored 26 of Williamson's 30 points. They lead Oceana by 4, 1:37 to play, second quarter. Stacy inbounding for Oceana to Fox. Fox in the backcourt against Dodson. Fox to C.W. Cook. He comes slowly across the timeline, dribbles through 2 defenders, goes to the foul line, shoots over Woody Smith, and misses off the rim. Rebound fought for. Woody Smith has it for the Wolfpack. Smith in the backcourt, giving it to Raymond Dodson. Here comes Dodson sliding across the timeline. Dodson had a good game on Thursday. He's been quiet today. They give it to Woody Smith, left baseline, pump fake, shoots. He hits again. They swing him to the left side, and Smith has his 16th point. 32-26. This is a young man who didn't play much until this year.
And give Williamson credit. They're going to the man that's hot. They're finding him and moving him in within the defense.
Fox to Stacy. Out to Fox, top of the key. Oceana with the ball. Over to Stacy. 15-footer left side. Short. Rebound. Craig Cook. Cook of Oceana throws the ball away, and it's off the body of Strother, out of bounds to the Indians.
Frank, with man, they called that timeout, did Larry Mathis, with about 1:43 on the clock. Probably would have been better to set up. They had Lusk out of the ball game. Take care of the basketball. You were only down at that time 4. Now they're down 6 and a chance to go, to bring it back. But right now they are holding it out.
32 seconds left in the half. Oceana down by 6. The Indians have the ball.
I think Williamson's going to be content just to go ahead with that lead and just sit there and let them run it down.
20 seconds remaining. At stake today, a berth in tomorrow afternoon's state championship in AA. Fox to Stacy to Larry Cook. 10 seconds left. Larry Cook left baseline out to Stacy to Fox. 7 seconds. To Stacy. His jumper is up and good with 4 seconds to play. Big basket. 1 second left, and the first half is over. The halftime score is Williamson 32 and Oceana 28. Via satellite, this is the Metro News Radio Network.
Reminding you that the principal's hospitality room is located in Parlor A. The principal's hospitality room in Parlor A.
Cook, Craig Cook, Stacy, Fox, and Larry Cook. Williamson will start Strother, Austin, Obie, Dotson, and Copley. If they go with the 5 that started the game, they may bring Woody Smith in as a starter because of the way he finished the first half. They will not start Obie. Smith will start for the Wolfpack. Last year at this point in the semifinals, Williamson was beaten by Dunbar. So they'd like to get to the finals this year. They won the state championship in 1983, led by Mark Klein. Williamson, or rather Oceana, hasn't won a state title since 1965. This is the first time they've been to the state tournament since 65.
Pretty good balance. I think Oceana is probably going to be pretty happy with the offensive. They haven't shot that well. They've got a lot of people involved in their offense.
Williamson with the ball, and here we go. Dotson to Smith, right baseline, down low, Strother. Turnaround jumper, Anthony Strother, no good. Right side of the lane. Rebound off to Craig Cook of Oceana. Cook to Fox, rather, and here come the Indians, down by 4. Fox to C.W. Cook, out to Fox, top of the key. Right side, C.W. Cook. Long shot is up and no good. Rebound tipped by Strother off the hands of Raymond Dotson, and now Oceana gets it back. Fox driving 2-on-1 against Smith. Layup to Larry Cook. He misses the shot. Rebound Smith, and a foul on Woody Smith.
Well, the transition game by Williamson off the last move, they went down. There was a steal made at half court, and it was a 2-on-1. They caught Woody Smith back there. He made the first move, but it was a good bounce pass inside. When he tried to come back, he fouled.
Oceana with the ball. Fox out top of the key to Larry Cook on the left wing. Back to Fox. Against the Williamson zone. Fox on the left side to Craig Cook. 12-footer off the glass. Good. So that's the first basket for Craig Cook, and it's 32-30. Williamson by 2. The Wolfpack have the ball. Copley to Strother. Out to Copley to Dotson. Right corner to Smith. To Dotson on the wing to Copley. Open shot, top of the key. Copley, no good. Rebound is picked up by Woody Smith in the corner. Back to Copley at the top of the circle. Over to Dotson on the right side. To Woody Smith in the right wing. To Copley again out front. To Strother down low, left baseline. Back to Copley. He'll penetrate the lane, stop, shoot, and score.
Well, it's important that he get into the game real quick. That was a nice move. They used good patience that time, moving the basketball around the zone.
30 shot. 34-30. Williamson. Oceana being pressed. They get it across the timeline to Fox. Fox over to Larry Cook on the right side. 6:28 to play in the third quarter. Out to Fox. Top of the key. Long shot up and no good. Rebound, Larry Cook. Larry Cook, jumper right baseline, misses. Rebound, Craig Cook. His shot is blocked by Smith. And a foul on Smith. That'll be his third.
2 Cooks inside working his offensive boards real well. That time Larry put it up, and then coming back, the other Cook, and he put it up. Craig did a nice job coming off that weak side and then drawing the foul.
Oceana without Todd Lusk is staying right in the ball game. Craig Cook's free throw is short.
I think Jeff Fox has done a pretty good job of running this club. Not great ball handling skills, but against that defense of Williamson, they haven't applied a lot of pressure outside, and that's allowed Jeff to do some things to get all of his people involved in the offense.
Shot by Craig Cook is up, and this one bounces around and drops through. Obi is back in for Williamson now. He'll replace Woody Smith. Williamson with the ball. Across the timeline comes Raymond Dotson. Dotson down to Austin on the right wing, out to Dotson. Dotson's been very quiet today. He made the all-tournament team last year and scored well on Thursday. He's always played well in Charleston. Pass from Strother to Obi is off his hands and stolen by Oceana. Oceana can pull to within 1 now. Fox to C.W. Cook to Fox. 5:48 to play third quarter. Over to Craig Cook. His jumper is up and no good. Rebound tipped away from Austin by Stacy, and Oceana comes down with the ball. To Stacy at the foul line. Fox to C.W. Cook on the right wing. In the lane to Larry Cook. Knocked away and stolen by Copley. 2-on-2 break. Copley to Dotson. Dotson loses the handle on it. Stops in the corner. Turnaround jumper is no good, but he's fouled.
Well, that's been Williamson's game, when they can get out and go with Copley and Dotson against the defense getting back on the break. At that time, though, give Oceana credit. They had 3 men back quickly and stopped it, although the foul was drawn on Dotson, who will go to the line.
Williamson has not really gotten out in transition much today.
And you can tell that's a good point, Frank. They haven't, and that's why you see Copley with not a lot of points, because that's really his ball game, and that's where he can really go.
Dotson also effective the same way. He hits his free throw here, 35-31. Second shot is up and no good. Rebound off to Cook. Larry Cook has it. Dotson has 3 points in the game for Williamson. Oceana with the ball. Fox to Craig Cook, out to Fox, top of the key. Over to C.W. Cook, right side. Back to Fox in the middle. To C.W. Cook again. To Fox, head of the circle. Left side, Craig Cook. Open jumper off the glass. Good.
And they used that board well. That was a good job by Fox. They're giving him the outside shot. Williamson's defense is packed in the front of that 2-3 zone. Clear back to almost the foul line. But what's happening, you're getting good moving and getting the seam of the zone.
Craig Cook getting the short bank shot from the left side. He's hit it a couple of times. 35-33. Williamson by 2. The Wolfpack have the ball. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Dotson inbounding for Williamson to Austin. Back to Dotson on the wing. Out to Copley. To Strother in the left baseline. Inside to Obi. Obi double teamed. And we have a foul. May have been pushed by Craig Cook.
Williamson running a little offensive triangle to put Strother in the corner. Put Copley on the one side and posted Opie in there deep on the box, and that's allowed him to do some things. They flip it to Struthers. He's got the jumper, or inside to Opie.
Inbound to Copley. Long shot left side is good.
Well, if he gets hot, That's really going to open up the defense.
He has 4 points now, 37-33 Williamson. Oceana with the ball in the backcourt against the press. Larry Cook down the floor. Bad pass, stolen Austin. Back up the floor to Williamson. Copley almost stolen by Fox. And it's saved from going out of bounds by Oceana. 3-on-2. Stacy drives. Layup is good. Stacy has 6 points. The Indians get the basket. 37-35. They're back within 2. Dotson to Strother. Right corner out to Dotson. Dotson to Copley. To Austin, left corner. Cross court to Dotson, right side, over to Strother. 15-footer right baseline, no good. Rebound off the hands of Cook. Battle for it. Stacy comes away with it. Stacy gets it out to Craig Cook to Fox. Fox comes into the front court, dribbling slowly, and Oceana can tie the game here, and they've done it without Todd Lusk. He's been on the bench in the third quarter.
But he'll be in there in the fourth quarter. You can book that.
Craig Cook shooting good off the glass.
Well, they're taking advantage, Oceana is, of the seam in the defense. They're getting the shot, the good rotation, right in the seam of the zone, and they fired their ball club off, and their fans.
Craig Cook has 7 points from the left wing in the third quarter. And our score is tied at 37. A timeout has been called. A good time to hear from the Kanawha County Schools.
Purchase a copy. There's an order blank in the official tournament program. You may mail it to the commission at Route 9, Box 76, Parkersburg 26101. Includes the $33 price for each tape.
Our score. Tie game, 3:44 to play, third quarter. Anthony Strother only getting a bit more cushion on his left foot by the trainer, Red Hartman, so he apparently physically is okay. His club, however, is really in a dogfight with Oceana, a team they've beaten twice this year, and a team that has its star player on the bench with foul trouble.
One of the keys in the third quarter, of course, has been Oceana's shot selection. Done a much better job with it, Frank. They're 4 for 9 at 44%, where they only shot 36% at the first half.
Williamson with the ball. Austin trying to feed it in the lane to Obi, and it's stolen by Oceana. Great defense by the Indians. Fox with a steal. Over to C.W. Cook on the right wing, out to Fox, top of key. Left side to Craig Cook. To Stacy at the foul line. He shoots and misses. Rebound Dotson. Here comes Dotson on the run across the timeline down the right side. Lost the handle on the ball. Spin.
Man, what a move. Excellent move. The spin move coming in full speed right to the hoop and laid it off the glass.
He spun right to left and dropped it through. Big time play by Dotson. 39-37. Williamson with the ball. Rather, Oceana with the ball. Williamson with the lead. Fox out front for the Indians. They trail by 2. Over to C.W. Cook on the right side to Fox. Left wing to Craig Cook inside. Larry Cook. He gets free. Misses the shot. Obi rebounding for Williamson. Obi to Copley. Copley up the floor to Strother. Strother left baseline. Hangs, shoots, and misses. He was fouled, however, by Fox. And he showed some hang time on that one.
Boy, he did for a sophomore. He runs the court so well, Frank. You see him at one end off the board rebounding, and he's down at the other end tipping a ball in or shooting a jump shot as he was that time. Good baseline to baseline speed.
Lusk returns now for the Indians, replacing Stacy.
Anthony Strother.
Strother to shoot 2 now for the Indians. And for the Wolfpack, shot is up and no good. Strother has 12 points. He has not scored this half. 39-37 Williamson. Second shot, Strother is up and good. 40-37. Inbound, Lusk to Fox. Williamson pressing. 2:34 to play, third quarter. C.W. Cook with it, and his pass is knocked out of bounds, swatted out of bounds by Raymond Dotson. Fox with it for the Indians to C.W. Cook. Back to Fox. Over to Lusk on the left wing. To Fox to Lusk. Lusk looking to move toward the paint. Can't go very far. Gives it to Fox. Out to C.W. Cook on the right side. In the lane to Craig Cook. Almost stolen, but Cook gets it back to C.W. Cook. The Fox top of the key to Todd Lust, dribbling slowly left baseline. Throws it back out to Fox. His shot out front is no good. Rebound off to Austin. Austin to Copley. Here comes Copley on the run down to Obi, and he can't catch it. It's off his hands, out of bounds.
You know, they didn't have a good opportunity there, Frank. They all got out in transition, all on the same side of the court, the left-hand side of the court. They didn't really balance it out. They had a real good shot at a basket there, and it would have been a key one.
2 minutes to play, third quarter. Oceana down by 3. The Indians have the ball against the press. They get it across the timeline to Craig Cook. He'll drive inside, had it knocked away from behind. Picked up by Larry Cook. Back out to C.W. Cook. He shoots and misses. Rebound to Jeff Fox. Short jumper is up and good.
That time they got on the boards, kept the ball alive, Craig Cook and Larry Cook, and they were able to get the shot up and in.
40-39. Williamson by 1. Williamson with the ball. 1:33 to play. Dotson to Copley. Copley down low, Struthers, baseline left. His shot is blocked by Lusk, but he was fouled with the body by Larry Cook, who kind of gave him a gentle bend nudge out of bounds.
Well, Larry Cook can post up with Struthers going in there posting up there low. Of course, Cook just leaning against him was 270 pounds, and Struther put a little move on him and drew the foul.
On the line,
Struther has 13 points. Shot by Struther, up and good.
You know, when you go inside low, you want a lot of times use those pump fakes that you have. It gets that defensive man up in the air, but 270-pound Larry Cook, I don't know if I want him up in the air or not.
He doesn't go very far up.
No, I guarantee you.
42-39. Struther hits his second free throw. He has 15 now, and Oceana trails by 3, and they have the ball. Obi with a steal to Dotson. They stole it on the press. Dotson shooting foul line. It's no good. Rebound Craig Cook, and he is fouled. Struther fouling Craig Cook, and that will be his second and the team's third.
Well, you know, when you play pressure defense, right, no matter what time, all game long, and this is the type, and this is the way Williamson play, you just keep battling. It keeps yourself moving. It keeps you in the ball game. Right now, they're making some steals as Williamson, but they're not cashing in at the other end.
Oceana against the press. They get it down the floor to Craig Cook. Cook stops on the wing, gives it to Lusk at quarter court. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Fox to Lusk. Lusk driving against Obi, shoots and misses. Rebound Craig Cook. He misses the follow-up. Battle for the rebound. Craig Cook again, and he hits it.
Well, Craig Cook had been playing outside at the wing position. When Lusk came back in, Lusk went out to the wing for the jump shot. Craig Cook moved inside. I think that was a good move by Larry Mathis to get those people inside that are strong.
They have more size in the Wolfpack, and they are pounding the offensive glass. 42-41. Williamson by 1. Williamson with the ball. Dotson to Austin. He threw it over his head, out of bounds. 29 seconds remaining to play, third quarter, and Oceana with a chance to take the lead.
For the first time, you can see that look on Williamson's face. This timeout at the end of the quarter is going to come up not too soon for Williamson High School. They seemed a little bit out of whack right now.
Lusk to C.W. Cook, and he runs into Austin at midcourt and is fouled by Austin. And Austin is hobbling and may have hurt himself.
For Williamson, 32, Austin.
That will be 3 on David Austin. Woody Smith is going to come back in now for the Wolfpack.
Returning for Williamson, number 40, Smith.
4 team fouls on Williamson, so it is not a shooting situation.
For Oceana,
James Cook is in for Oceana for the first time, replacing Larry Cook.
Probably a lot of people probably wonder why Woody Smith hasn't been in there, Frank. I think it was a stamina problem. He played so much in the first half. They did start him in the second half, but took him right out. He just didn't seem to be a little flat. Now he's back, and he'll probably go the rest of the way for Williamson.
9 seconds left, third quarter. Oceana with the ball. Fox top of the key. Launches one. It's no good. Rebound Struther with 1 second left, and the quarter is over.
He got a good one.
After 3 quarters in a semifinal game, it is Williamson 42, Oceana 41. Via satellite, this is the Metro News Radio Network. go to the fourth and final quarter, the final period of basketball for one of these two teams, and Williamson leads Oceana 42-41.
Frank, in the third quarter, Oceana got 18 shots up at that hoop. Williamson only got 7. The big thing off the offensive boards. That's been one of the keys here in the third quarter. It's kept them alive. They're only shooting 33% as Oceana. Williamson 42%, but they're getting much more shots.
Oceana has a strength advantage on the Wolfpack, not necessarily a size advantage, but a strength and weight advantage inside. They have a couple of big horses in Larry and Craig Cook, and they've pounded the boards. Oceana with the ball. Fox to Larry Cook, out to Fox. Right side to C.W. Cook to Fox. Oceana down by 1. Shot Craig Cook up and no good. Rebound out to Dotson on the run. 2 on 3. Dotson takes it down the lane to Copley. Fox stole it from behind and gives it to Craig Cook to set up the offense. So Oceana stopping the shot again. Once more, Williamson not getting a shot at the basket. Todd Lusk out to Fox. Over to Lusk on the right wing. In the corner to Cook. Out to Lusk. Lusk dribbling on the wing. Gives it to Fox. Over to C.W. Cook on the left side. He's double teamed. Gives it back to Larry Cook. Jeff Fox, top of the circle. Right wing to Lusk. Over to C.W. Cook. 15-footer left side. Good.
Good ball rotation that time. They used both sides of the defense. Got the zone shifted to one side. Came back. C.W. Cook for 2.
43-42 Oceana. Williamson with the ball. Copley to Dotson, right of the circle. Over to Copley on the left wing to Dotson. Right corner, Woody Smith. Back to Dotson to Copley. Copley to Dotson, right corner, Woody Smith again. Inside Obie. Obie shooting an off-balance shot that's way off. Rebound Lusk.
You got to find Struther in that offense more. They're getting the ball inside, but it's inside to your people that are non-scorers.
Lusk to Fox, over to Lusk on the left wing. Lusk spinning toward the hoop, and Dotson stole it, knocked it away to Copley. Here's Copley on the break, layup left side, no good. Rebound Cook. Copley could not get the layup to go down. Williamson wanted a foul. Fox brings it down to C.W. Cook with 6:15 to play. Over to Lusk in the corner. Oceana leading by 1. Out to Fox. Fox to Lusk on the right wing. Back to Fox, top of the circle. And his pass is stolen by Dotson. Here's Dotson driving one-on-one on Fox. His shot is good.
Right now, Williamson starting to play the passing lanes coming out from Fox. Fox is not looking basket, and he's not penetrating. It's causing that zone out front to do some headaches and some problems to them.
Another near steal, but Oceana has the ball. 44-43, Williamson by 1. 5:40 to play in the game. Larry Cook with it for Oceana, and he travels on the baseline. He got a little too hungry and danced his way on the line.
Boy, he did. He saw the opening down that line. He was like a flanker. He ran out there, just took off about 10 yards and caught the ball and kept on moving.
Didn't remember to dribble.
No, he forgot.
Copley to Struther to Copley to Dotson as Williamson works its offense to Smith, right corner. Smith dribbling out front, gives it on the wing to Dotson, over to Copley. Copley to Dotson, right of the circle, over to Woody Smith. Cross court to Copley, down low Struther. Struther left baseline, back to Copley. He drives the lane, shoots, lays it up and in.
Good move, good ball rotation that time by Williamson. They split the zone, got down inside, and Copley is a good penetrator.
Copley straight down the middle of the lane, flipped up the shot. 46-43 Williamson. 4:55 to play. In they go to Lusk. Lusk has his shot blocked by Obie out of bounds. Good defensive play by Jerome Obie.
Boy, Todd Lusk having such a good ball game the other day. Just has not gotten into the flow of this one, has he, Frank?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't scored second half. He has just 7 points in the game. Inbound out to C.W. Cook with 4:50 remaining. Oceana down by 3. Cook to Fox to C.W. Cook, out to Jeff Fox. Left wing Lusk. 15-footer is way off. Rebound C.W. Cook of Oceana. Well, they've done a great job on the offensive boards.
Well, that's how they stayed in this game.
Larry Cook with it to Lusk in the lane. Back to Fox. Right side, C.W. Cook. Gives it to Fox, top of the key. To Larry Cook, left baseline drive. Shot is pinned by Obie and picked up by Struthers. Obie just smothered the shot of Larry Cook.
Nobody on that perimeter for Oceana now feels very confident about shooting the ball. Each one of them are giving it up. They don't want to take the shot.
Copley in the lane to Woody Smith. Jumper by Smith. Spins and comes out. Rebound Larry Cook. Larry Cook dribbling his way through traffic, giving it to C.W. Cook with 4 minutes to play. 46-43, Williamson leading. The tension building. Lusk, long shot, right corner. No good, Oceana. Rebound, Strother. Strother giving it to Copley, and here come the Wolfpack with a 3-point lead.
And they have the ball handlers with 3:45, Frank. You might see them might just break it out and bring that team out of the zone, Oceana, and spread the court a little bit.
Strother to Copley on the wing. Over to Strother, left corner. Back to Copley. Strother doesn't have a field goal this half. He has it now on the left wing. Against the man-to-man to Dotson. Dotson's jumper, good.
Well, you talked about him. He came right in the scene of that zone, and he wanted the basketball. You could see him. He turned around, was looking basket all the way, and got a good one.
He hits a 10-footer, and Oceana is down now by 5. Williamson 48, Oceana 43. 3:10 to play. Larry Cook, right corner to Craig Cook for the Indians. Out to C.W. Cook. Cook between the circles. The Williamson crowd chanting defense. They give it to Craig Cook deep in the left corner. Out to Larry Cook. To C.W. Cook on the right wing to Jeff Fox in the corner. Fox looks for help, throws it to C.W. Cook, top of the key. Over to Fox in the wing. In the corner to Larry Cook. Down to Lusk inside. Strother strips it from him. Strother with a steal. Up the floor to Woody Smith. Smith driving. Layup is good.
Oh, my goodness. Great outlet. Good move by Strother. And Larry Mathis has to call a timeout, which he has done.
A great defensive play by Strother. Williamson leading 50-43. And Jay, I'm surprised because Smith made the catch well away from the basket, but he went strong and under control to the hoop. A timeout is called. A good time to hear now from Carroll County Schools.
Will a member of the coaching staff from Notre Dame come to the announcer's table? Will a member of the Notre Dame coaching staff please come to the announcer's table?
On a run here, and they lead Oceana 50-43 now with 2:30 to play. Oceana with the ball as we return to action here in Charleston. They get it inside to Todd Lusk. His shot is partially tipped by Obie. Obie rebounding, and then he was fouled from behind by Lusk, and Lusk gave him a pretty good push out of frustration.
Yeah.
And Obie almost went after him.
Right, and I think that Lusk was upset because he didn't get the initial call when he went up for the jump shot, and out of frustration, you aptly described, he struck back. I'll tell you, I love it, Frank, when you've been describing this game of when you've been coming down here saying, here come the Indians. It reminds me so much of what General George Cutson said at Little Bighorn.
He didn't have a pack of wolves to help him out.
No, he didn't.
Obie's free throw is up and good for Williamson. 51-43. Williamson now has scored 9 straight. 2:20 to play. Second shot by Obie is good.
And right now, this is the test. Can the Indians come back?
52-43. They're not getting much out of Lusk. He has just 7 points, and he's very, very discouraged right now. Craig Cook with it for Oceana. Driving the baseline. Obie blocks his shot, but is called for the foul. Well, as a coach, I don't think you're disappointed or upset when you see an aggressive defensive play like the last one by Obi, are you?
No, of course, I tell you, he's been the type of player. He's initiated some key things for them today. He's got key rebounds when they need it. He's made a couple block shots, but then he fades into the sunset. It's like he's across the street at the mall or something for about 15 minutes. Then he comes back over and gets right in the flow of it. And I noticed that Strother must know him pretty well because he's encouraging, and that's a good sign of leadership coming from a sophomore like Anthony Strother, patting him on the back and keeping him going. So it looks like you have to motivate Obi.
Craig Cook misses his first free throw, but he hits his second one. 52-44, Williamson by 8. Williamson with the ball, and they spread the floor. Dotson to Strother, right wing. Now Craig Cook's going to try and take him one-on-one. That will be a tough assignment. Out to Smith, to Dotson, a whistle and a foul, away from the ball on Obi. Obi has fouled out for Williamson with 1:56 to play. That's right. He can now take a break as he commits a very, very senseless fifth foul. Jay, you said that he looks as if he visits the mall sometimes. Now he can go.
Yeah, right.
That was not the type of foul that David Hatfield wants to see his team to commit. You don't get upset when you see fouls of aggression, out of hustle, but when you're protecting the ball and you see one away from the ball, that's what upsets coaches.
Well, that's just really lack of concentration, Frank. You just don't keep it in yourself and play the way you should play.
C.W. Cook at the line for Oceana as they hang in the ball game. 52-45. It's a long way from being over.
But we have to keep in perspective that we're dealing with 14, 15, 16-year-old kids and their concentration.
Second shot, C.W. Cook is no good. Rebound, Lusk. Lusk follow-up is blocked by Smith, but he's fouled by Smith.
Well, you know one thing, this is one thing when you put Lusk on that foul line and you stop the clock, you allow them to get right back in the ball game. They got a chance to move to 5.
4 fouls on Woody Smith as well. 52-45 to score. Williamson leading Oceana, 1:54 to play. And let's take a moment to hear this important message from the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission.
The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission recognizes the use of mood-altering chemicals as a significant health problem for many adolescents, with negative effects on behavior, learning, and the total development of the student-athlete. Let's help our young people learn the facts about drug abuse and help them make responsible decisions regarding mood-altering chemicals. Don't avoid the issue. Talk about it in your family and at your school. Do it soon. Brought to you by the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission.
We have had a nail-biter here today in our first game of 6 here in the semifinal round of the State High School Basketball Tournament. In our next game this morning in Class Single A, it will be Vincent out of Huntington against Bramwell of Mercer County. And then we'll be back at 1:30. Jay and I will be with another AA game, Clarksburg WI against Wheeling Central.
Have to be impressed with Wheeling Central, Frank. Well, I'll tell you, they did a lot of things right here last night.
52-45, Williamson leading Oceana, 1:54 to play. Oceana at the free throw line in the person of Todd Lusk. He is 5 out of 6 from the foul line and has 7 points in the game, well below his average of 28, but he is a marvelous free throw shooter. Shot by Lusk is up and good.
Well, he takes that left foot, Frank, instead of pointing it towards the basket, he throws it sort of off to the left a little bit, but he plants the first one, has a good rotation on the ball.
Second shot is good. He hits them both, 52-47, and Oceana pressing. Strother inbounding for Williamson to Copley, knocked out of bounds by Fox. They almost did not get it in bounds.
And very good move by Oceana. They're doing what they have to do, but Struthers wasn't looking any place. That ball was almost stolen.
They get it to Dotson. Dotson comes across midcourt and dribbles it back out front. 1:48 to play. Williamson with a 5-point lead. They give it to Strother. Strother on the right wing, passing out to Austin, top of the key. Over to Copley on the right side. Looking for Strother. Gives it out now to Dotson.
Oceana chasing in a man. They have to be thinking now 1:30 on the clock. To find somebody to foul, you got to find that foul shooter you can take to the line.
Strother down the baseline, lost the ball off his foot out of bounds.
That's the move you probably don't want to make, Frank. Maybe a sophomore mistake. You don't want to dribble into the key of that defense, especially when you're trying to spread the court.
Here comes Oceana down by 5. They give it to Larry Cook to C.W. Cook. Cook on the right wing in the corner to Larry Cook. 1:17 to play. Fox, top of the key. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, Dotson. That's a big, big miss for Oceana.
And Dotson didn't push it this time. He backed it out, going to run that clock. He'll get control of this basketball team now and run it down for Williamson.
To Strother. Strother driving inside on Larry Cook. Shot is up and no good. Rebound is on the floor. Lusk has it. He's tied up, and it's Williamson's possession. Austin got the jump ball, but give Woody Smith credit for initiating the jump ball. 56 seconds left. Strother's shot was in and then spun out. Williamson by 5. The Wolfpack to inbound. Dotson to put it in play. 52-47 the score. Dotson inbounding out to Copley. Copley dribbling out front against Fox. Spinning between the circles, hands it to Strother. Strother on the left side at quarter court. Dribbling around Stacy, and Stacy bumps him, and that will be his 4th foul.
And a foul you have to take. You're down 5. You got to go after some people, see what kind of shooter for a sophomore that Anthony Strother is. He's a good all-around basketball player.
46 seconds to play. Strother has 15 points in the game. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1 here.
Frank, this has been two teams who've not used their bench. They've only used, Williamson has used 1 sub, Oceana 2.
Strother misses the free throw. A big miss. Rebound Oceana. Lusk driving. He scores off the glass. It's a 3-point game. That's just his 2nd field goal. 52-49. Williamson by 3 with 34 seconds left.
Pressure on.
Strother inbounding to Dotson. Dotson in the backcourt, comes across the timeline, penetrates down the lane, circles out front. 27 seconds. Over to Copley.
Foul.
Copley to Strother. To Dotson with 20 seconds left. To Woody Smith.
Foul.
Smith back out to Strother. They've got the floor spread out to Copley, and he is fouled with 16 seconds to play.
Ran too much time off the clock, boys.
Williamson spread the floor and were able to run about 25 seconds off the clock. 17 seconds to go. Copley will be at the line with Williamson trying to hang on to a 3-point lead.
And our basketball analyst, Dale Miller, our producer, just said he should have fouled Struthers. That's exactly right. Should have had an opportunity, had the ball in his hands. He wanted to go to the hoop.
Here's Copley shooting, and it is no good. Rebound Lusk. 15 seconds to go. They've got to hurry. Lusk to Fox. 11 seconds to Lusk. He drives, and Struthers knocks it away. Picked up by Dotson. The ball game is going to be over. Dotson drives and scores and is fouled with 4 seconds to play. But a big defensive play by Anthony Strother, knocking it away from Todd Lusk. It was picked up by Dotson. Dotson scores and is fouled with 4 seconds to go. And Williamson will be in the finals tomorrow.
That's a couple of great plays. Anthony Struthers, he scores, he jumps, he runs the press. But he's good defensively also. He has great pair of hands. He's always in the passing lanes. As you described, he picked that one off and set that play up for Dotson.
54-49, Williamson leading. 4 seconds left. Dotson hits the free throw, and he'll have another one.
And Oceana was pressured too much in that last series in the half court. When they let so much time run off the clock, and although the foul shot was missed, Frank, they just had not enough time to get down and make something happen.
Second shot, Dotson is good. 56-49. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds. Fox's shot is up and no good, and the ball game is over. Williamson has advanced to the finals. Last year, the Wolfpack was beaten in the semifinals by Dunbar. This year, they are in the finals in Class AA. A very tough 56-49 win over the Indians of Oceana. The 3rd time this year that Williamson has beaten the Indians.
All the cheerleaders out there hugging the players. Great emotional time for Williamson High School because they had opportunity now to go for that championship. And a very happy bunch of guys. But you got to give credit to that community of Oceana. What a job they've done. 3rd time they've lost this club, but they came in here determined that they were going to play a good basketball game. And Frank, they did it with their leading scorer just not a factor in the game.
Todd Lusk of Oceana averages 28 a game, and he only had 11 points here today for the Indians. He was bothered with some foul trouble. Let's go now to George Von Vinko.
Coach Hatfield, super win for your Williamson Wolfpack this afternoon. Just a great basketball game.
Yes, I'm proud of our kids. We did a good job again today, and old Smith boy come off the bench, did a good job for us. Just can't tell you how happy I am for those kids. And give Oceana a lot of credit. They played there. They came to play us, and they did a great job. And they're well coached, and I'd like to, congratulate Coach Mathis. They did a good job this year, and the players. We played them, we played them 3 ball games this year, and every game's been like that. It's good basketball game to watch, and plenty of rough action, and it's so hats off to Oceana because they got a fine team also.
Coach, you're going into the finals right now. You have to feel good about the way this ball club has played. You played 2 real good basketball games here at the tournament.
Yes, sir. Our kids, I could say, they were kind of young. People don't realize that. The big Obi boy, he's big, but this is the first year he's ever played. This is a new experience for him, and the Smith boy, the first year he's played, believe it or not, and I'm just proud of them. The kids have wanted to prove something all along. We lost some close games early, and a lot of the fans, I guess, thought we couldn't win the big games, and I think these kids have something to prove, and they're a good bunch of kids. They play well together, and I'm just proud of them. Don't know how to tell how proud I am.
Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to Frank Gardenia.
Thank you, George. 56-49, the final. Williamson a winner over Oceana. The Wolfpack will take a 21-5 record into the AA finals tomorrow. We'll be back to recap the